Hi, it's Matt in the kitchen again, and I'm here with my pressure cooker. Today, what I'm going to do is make a pizza lasagna. So it's a casserole with a pizza type flavor. But I always call it lasagna because kids like lasagna. They don't like casseroles. So I'm just going to start out. Throw a little bit of sauce in the bottom. I'm using spaghetti sauce. It gets a little bit more liquid for the noodles that I'm using. So I'll just throw a little bit down in there. Don't want to be too skimpy so it doesn't burn to the bottom. Now I'm using gluten-free quick bake noodles, so I'm just going to take them and drop them in. Break off a few corners. I'm not too concerned about it filling the whole bottom or if they're layered on top of each other a little bit. Doesn't change the flavor, and really this is all about getting the right flavor so that kids eat it. Let me just go and throw this in. So I'm going to start with a little bit of spaghetti sauce, a few noodles in the bottom. Then I'm going to do a cheese layer. Now for cheese, a lot of people use ricotta. I actually tend to use cottage cheese. So do it the same way. Excuse me. Break it in there. Yep, no shell. Oh, a little bit on the edge, but it didn't make it in. So I just do a little bit of an egg. Little egg. Grab a spoon. 2 scoops of cottage cheese in there. It actually ends up tasting quite a bit like ricotta. So I'm just going to do that. And before I mix that all together, now use the other one. Bit of Parmesan cheese. I go through a lot of Parmesan cheese. There we go. Just a few tablespoons. So, I don't know, about 3/4 cup of cottage cheese, the egg, 2 tablespoons of Parmesan. There we go. So that's just going to be one little cheese layer. Let's see what it looks like in here. See how much that's enough or not. That in. Just going to spread it out. It looks nice and thin in here. Actually, that's a little bit on the too thin side. Just, whoa, didn't mean to push that. So it is a little bit light in there. I'm going to add a little bit more cottage cheese. Throw it in there. Break it up a little bit. That's an important thing about a recipe. Doesn't look like right, go ahead, try to fix it up a little bit. Especially with a pressure cooker, it's not like baking where you have to get all the ingredient quantities right or it doesn't cook right. A lot of meal cooking, you can just add whatever you want and you might be okay. So I've got my first layer in. I've got some more noodles here. Just gonna break them off, put them in the corner. It's my second layer. Oops, I broke up quite a bit. It's okay. And so I've got my next layer. You can see the sauce, you can see the cheese. I hope you can, sauce, some cheese, some more noodles. So this layer, I'm just going to do a bit of pepperoni and sauce. So since it is a casserole type thing, I'm just going to throw a lot of pepperoni in there. So, there we go. Don't be skimpy with pepperoni. It's really the only meat in here. I'm going to put a whole nice big layer in there. Should be pretty tasty. So what that looks like, a whole bunch of pepperoni. A little bit more sauce right on the pepperoni. Then want to make sure there's lots in there. Throw in the last bit of noodles. Add some more. Add some more. Get a little bit more. So lots of noodles. Throw a few bits around out the edge because I don't want to have all these noodle bits kicking around. So I got that. A little bit more sauce on top. Now here on this layer, I'm just going to throw a little bit on top. Then I'm going to throw my frozen cheese. Because mozzarella cheese goes first. So what I actually do for my mozzarella cheese, about a big monster, like a 5 or 6 pound block of cheese, I shredded it up, put it in Ziploc bags in the freezer, but I pack it flat so that when I need it, all I do is I go and I break off a little handful, and then it's easy to get out of the freezer, even if it starts to freeze together a little bit. So I'm just going to layer a whole bunch of cheese on there. A whole bunch of cheese on there. Now if I was going to do other toppings like olives or things, which I'm actually not going to do today because my one son really doesn't like olives. My other one does, but one guy doesn't. But I'd throw the toppings in on here. So, there we go. Nice. There's my pizza. So let's go, we'll put it on. Now, just make sure the eggs and everything cook all the way through. I'm going to put it in for 15 minutes. We'll see how that goes. So, it's finished cooking. I've given it a few minutes, about 5 minutes or so, to let it set. So you can see, here it is. It's all done, nice and cheesy. Let me just try to pull some of this out. Now, admittedly, I'm really not good at getting stuff out of a pot. Here we go. Cut it out. There we go, my nice pizza lasagna. You can see in here I've got the cheese, the pepperoni, the more cheese. Looks good. I actually did a little taste test on it. Tastes wonderful. Tastes exactly like you'd expect. A bunch of pepperoni and cheese. So I hope you liked this video, found it useful. It's a pretty quick, easy meal to make. If you got any comments, leave them. Any ideas, let me know and I'll see what I can do for you. That's all for now. Bye.